Al Thomas here at the country club here at Canyon Gate with my dear friend Marc Cannella, who's a member of the country club. But you know, I want Marc to talk a little bit about network marketing as well as real estate, because he's in doing that now. But why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how we first met, Marc Cannella?
Hey, how you doing, guys? We met probably about 20 years ago. Funny story, I was walking out of a store and I saw this Bentley rolling up the street, and anyway, I says, hey man, I like, you know, when you go to sell this, I'd like to take it off your hands. He goes, well, why don't you come over to my house in about an hour and I'll show you how to get one of these. So I was like, you know what, I'm in. So I went over to Red Rock Country Club, the gates opened up, pulled up to this big old house. Al was there with a couple of other cars there and pictures of his jet and of home, and I go, you know what, whatever you're doing, I'm in. Sign me up. And that's how it all started with Al and I.
You know, he did sign up on the spot, folks, so don't think people need to see something 2 or 3 times. It's just the right timing for some people. And it was right time for him because I could tell by talking to him, he was looking for something better than what was going on. And once he saw it, he decided to take action. So I want to thank him for that, because he got started, and that was 20-some years ago, 22,
Yeah.
24 years ago?
Yeah, right in there, for
Yeah,
sure.
and him and his wife, matter of fact, we became real good friends, and I'll go to his house in the holiday season, and around the Christmas time, met his kids, and now they're all grown and gone and having kids of their own. And then you got, so tell me, what are some of the things you learned from it?
Well, I tell you what, I love I was in network marketing before ACN and with another company, but I loved everything about network marketing. I love the opportunity to make money, exponential growth, love the people, love the traveling. You know, it's not for everybody. You got to like all that stuff. Number one, you got to like people. So if you don't like people, go work for the post office and you're good to go. But anyway, I just loved networking with people, making money, changing lives, and that's what it's all about, for sure.
You know, Marc's one of those kind of go-getters, and Marc, he works down at the hotel parking cars, valet. He's doorman. Excuse me. I'm sorry, doorman. Excuse me. And I mean, he hustles, and it's not unusual for him. Can I see what kind of money he makes hustling?
It's good. Go ahead.
He makes real good money hustling. When people give him a tip to get in the taxi, give him a tip to go here. I mean, he walks home with a ton of cash every night, and he does this. And I was blown away the kind of capital he makes. So he says, man, I can't give this up. This is how I meet people. So he used that to build his network marketing business. And when he left the network marketing company at the time, he got involved with another company.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was a health and fitness company. It was beautiful. It was actually we became one of the biggest teams in that company. And the cool thing about that was we were changing lives. I mean, we were getting people fit. We were getting people in the best shape of their life. We were getting them the best nutrition in their life. And, you know, it was kind of an easy thing so people that wanted to do that as well, just like I said at the beginning, it's something you got to want to do. And everybody in the world wants to look better, feel better, sleep better, perform better. And we had all that in a nutshell to make that happen. So our team grew to 70, 80,000 people in our group combined. And it was amazing. And then I was able to speak to people. I love speaking, so I honed in my little skills on speaking in front of thousands of people. Was on the national wake-up call 2 or 3 times. Spoke to 300,000-400,000 people at a time. Yeah. So it's really fun for me because I walk the talk. I am a walking testimonial. I lost over 80 pounds in my fitness journey, so it was very easy for me to go out and tell you how to do it because I've already done it. I would never ask you to do anything I hadn't done in the past. So that was very easy to do that.
So
and then now
a gold nugget would be, in other words, you had to go do it to show people.
Yeah.
And that's what I teach people about network marketing. Go set the record, set the bar, go accomplish it, and people will follow you like the Pied Piper because they can see results. You know, he did a product after he did services. I'm still doing services. I like services, but the whole idea, he decided, hey man, it's a new venture for me. Matter of fact, he opened up an office not too far away from my office and blew up. Matter of fact, he was had the biggest organization, not only in Las Vegas here, but he had the biggest organization in the state of Nevada. And I don't know how many in the country.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the country.
In the country.
And so I had something to do with that, huh?
Yeah, you did. You know what? I learned a lot from Al Thomas. Let me tell you something. You know, he talked well, he dressed well, he walked the talk, and I learned a lot of great nuggets from Mr. Al Thomas right here. And truthfully, there's 2 or 3 mentors that I've had in my lifetime, and Al Thomas is one of them. And I actually think about him daily, even as I go through my journey now with real estate. I think back on all the things he taught me, not only speaking, presenting, and walking the talk, but a lot of great nuggets. And part of my success is from Mr. Al Thomas.
Yeah. You know, when I called you about a week ago, and your wife, you said, "Oh my God, we're just talking about you recently," and his wife Sydney were there, and told him put on speakerphone, and she got on there and she was sharing with how important it was that I touched your lives and changed your lives, and she had an attitude of gratitude towards me, and I thought that was so neat. And I said, let's talk Sunday. We'll get together, come up to his country club, and have lunch today.
One thing I got to say with Al Thomas, one thing that sticks in my head is he made you feel special. To this day, he makes me feel special. And when I was in his organization, he made me feel like I was $1 million. He didn't treat me like a number. He didn't treat me like his next recruit. He didn't treat me like, hey, I'm going to make a ton of money off of you. You know what? Hey, I don't care how much money he's going to make off of me. The bottom line was, how much money can I make? And if I wasn't making any money, it didn't matter to him. So he mentored me and trained me, and I spent weeks at his house, up in his office, and we would work across his office, up in his private office in his home in the country club. And it was such a great setting and a great mentor in teaching me everything I needed to know more and more and more about this business, which helped me flourish into the next company I got into, and now in real estate.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he did so well in in his company with the product base that he brought his son in, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Nicholas lost what, 50 pounds?
50
was it?
pounds, yeah.